Some of the worst financial advice you've ever heard came from billionaires? Yeah, the same people you look up to. The same people whose podcasts, books, and interviews you binge. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. What made them rich probably won't make you rich. And if you don't understand why, you might spend years chasing a path that was never meant for you. So today, we're breaking down 5 brutal truths about billionaire advice and what you should do instead. Let's be clear, this isn't about hating on success. Billionaires are incredibly smart, disciplined, and driven. But their reality is not your reality. Different resources, different risks, different rules. And when you blindly copy their advice, it's like trying to follow a map designed for a completely different country. So let's decode the truth. 1. Survivorship bias. You only hear from the winners. Here's the first brutal truth. You're only hearing from the people who made it. Think about it. For every billionaire who says, take risks, drop out, bet on yourself, there are millions who did the same thing and failed, but you never hear their stories. It's like watching a lottery winner explain their strategy. They'll tell you what they did, but not what everyone else did who lost. Lesson: don't confuse rare outcomes with repeatable strategies. 2. Their risk is not your risk. Billionaires love saying things like, take big risks, go all in, bet everything on your vision. Sound inspiring, right? But here's the truth. When they took those risks, they often had safety nets, connections, education, or capital you don't see. For you, one wrong move could mean debt, job loss, financial instability. Lesson: take smart, measured risks, not reckless ones. 3. Timing and luck play a huge role. Let's talk about something people hate admitting. Luck matters. Timing matters. A lot. Being in the right place, at the right time, with the right idea. That's not just skill. That's opportunity meeting timing. Imagine launching a social media company today versus launching one in the early 2000s. Same effort, completely different outcome. Billionaires often tell their story like it was inevitable. But the truth? If you rewind the clock, it might not happen again. Lesson: don't copy their story. Understand the principles, then adapt them to your time. 4. Their advice is too generic to be useful. Work hard. Be consistent. Think big. You've heard it all before. And sure, it's not wrong, but it's also not enough. It's like telling someone, just get fit. Okay, but how? What workouts? What diet? What plan? Billionaire advice often lacks specificity because their journey was messy, complex, and unique. So it gets simplified into cliches. Lesson: don't just consume motivation. Seek practical, actionable strategies. 5. They're playing a different game now. Here's the final truth. Once you're rich, the rules change. Billionaires focus on preserving wealth, investing at scale, playing long-term games. But you're still trying to increase income, build skills, escape financial pressure. Their advice reflects where they are now, not where they were when they started. So when you follow their current mindset, you might skip the steps that actually matter for your stage. Lesson: follow advice from people who are just a few steps ahead, not 10,000 steps. So, does this mean you should ignore billionaires completely? No, but it does mean you should listen differently. Don't idolize them. Don't copy them blindly. Instead, extract principles. Filter their advice. Adapt it to your reality. Because success isn't about copying someone else's blueprint. It's about building your own, based on your resources, your timing, and your path. If this changed the way you think about success, hit that like button and subscribe for more real, no-fluff financial insights. And tell me in the comments, what's the worst financial advice you've ever heard? Let's expose the myths and build smarter paths to wealth together. Because the goal isn't to think like a billionaire. It's to think for yourself.